KINGSHOCK.
What's going on? So it's like 8 a.m. We got like 4.5 hours of sleep at best. It's time for us to get headed out to head towards Kansas. When we get back, I will be doing the fuel line and cam gear install on the H23 swapped EG. But it's running really good. We got the More Motorsports banner. It's super pink right now because it's not super sunny out. But whenever it's sunny out, this thing's like looks amazing. But you'll see that whenever the sun comes out. But basically just letting it warm up, and then we're gonna get some more fuel. Even though it already has a full tank, I just like to top it off all the way to the cap. But as you can see, it's got a full tank and basically ready to go. So we're gonna go make sure it's fully topped off to the cap, and then get some food and head to Kansas for the event. So hope you guys enjoy this video. Alright, so we got our water burger, and we're all fueled up, so we're ready to go. I guess we'll go ahead and do a little pool for you. Little pool. Alright, now for the longest part of it all. 8-hour trip. Alright, so we're passing through the Dallas-Fort Worth area right now. So I just wanted to give a shout out to all my subscribers here that support the channel. You guys are awesome. Alright, so we just stopped here in Guthrie, Oklahoma. Made sure the oil was good and topped off. Everything's good, no leaks. It's doing awesome. I'm pretty impressed with the mileage of this thing, because we have gone 374 miles and we still have about 1/8 of a tank, but this gauge is actually off a little bit more. It actually has more gas in it because I replaced the fuel pump and sending unit with an RSX one, and the RSX one was off a little bit compared to the one that was in here. So this actually has more fuel than that. So we could easily make 400 miles out of this tank, but we're gonna go ahead and put some fuel in it because I don't want to run it too low. But I'm gonna go ahead and put fuel in it, get something to eat, and then we're gonna be hitting the road again. All right, so I was going inside to grab some drinks and stuff, and my brother said the guy that was parked next to us in the truck was talking to him, and some dude just jumped in his truck and took off with it.
Just took off, ripped the hose off the pump and everything. And the dude took off running after his truck, some work truck.
What the heck, man? Well, it's a good thing you were out here with the car.
Your keys were in the car.
Well, I know. That's why I'm glad you were out here with the car. So yeah, the police came and everything. So that's pretty crazy. But we got to get heading to Kansas, so we got to get out of here. We got our food. So that was pretty crazy. Didn't expect that to happen on the road trip, but I guess it makes for good content. Kind of wish we would have got it on camera so we could have nailed the guy, but he ended up wrecking the truck and fleeing on foot. So pretty crazy.
It is insane.
Now we're like 45 minutes behind schedule because he had to do a police report and everything, but now we're gonna hit the road, so sit tight. All right, so we made it to Hutchinson, Kansas, which is where we grew up, me and my brother. we're gonna go by the house we grew up in so you guys can see the ghetto that we actually grew up in. And this is why we work really hard to get where we're at and keep motivated. So we're gonna go there real quick. So that's the house we grew up in right there. It is definitely pretty ghetto. They cleaned it up over here a little bit, which isn't saying much. That used to be a junkyard, that empty spot over there. As you can see, the roads are crap. My brother's trying to hold the camera still and it's just impossible. Roads are garbage. But we grew up over here in the ghetto. It's crazy to see where we came from and where we're at now. Huge difference. Alright, so now that we visited our family in Hutchinson, Kansas, we are headed to Michael's house, our tuner, and our good friend. So we're gonna stay the night over at his place, and then we're gonna head out to the event in the morning. So we'll keep you updated when we get there. Alright, so we're here at Michael's. Today is the day we go to the event. We'll be going live out there, so you'll probably have seen that before this video. So yeah, we painted the upper strut brace to match everything else in the engine bay. Michael ended up giving me this carbon fiber cover for the valve cover, so looks pretty cool. We got to go take it and wash it because it is dirty, but you can see all the sparkle flake. It looks clean. We took the hood off for this event just to make it look cool. You know, they get to see the engine out in the sun, but we have to wash it because you can see there's so many bugs. Got a lot of cool cars here, and AJ's repping the Texas Honda Channel shirt. But you guys are gonna love these cars. So this one's pretty quick. And this is Michael's hatch. This one is the K24 one from a previous video, but he's revamped it a little bit, so it's got a lot more goodies. This is actually from Max Peating Rod, this intake manifold, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, it looks awesome. But can't wait to see this thing go down the track. Then we've got some more sick cars over here. Check this little single cam out. A little over 300 horsepower in this thing, and you wouldn't tell if the hood was shut. I mean, it looks completely factory. Yeah, AJ's gonna shut the hood so you can see. Just looks like a stock junker. This is a sleeper right here for sure, and it's a light car. We got this one. It's pretty nice. Been working on this one in here, getting this one all ready. And Michael actually gave me this K24A2 head out of the 06, and this throttle right here as well. So it's a 70mm throttle. So when we get back to Texas, we'll get this thing cleaned up and then get it installed. This actually has true VTEC, the 3 cam lobes, on intake and on exhaust side. The one on my car only has 2 lobes on exhaust, and then this is actually a bigger VTEC lobes on these because it's out of the 06 K24. And this is a K20 intake manifold, which will give me more power than the one that's on the car. So just dropping that on, we get roughly like 10 or 15 more horsepower, dyno proven. So this right here, just bolting this on, is going to give me overall about 30 more horses. So that's going to be, yeah, we'll be close to 200 horses on without a tune, just on stock setup. So that'll be pretty fun. And then we got to port match this 70mm eventually. But we are going to get all these ready and then head to the event. And you guys know Michael. If you don't, he's the guy that tuned all the supercharge and turbo setups. And if you guys need a tune, this is the guy. His information will be in the description.
All these cars out here are tuned by me and built
Yep,
by me.
every single one of them. And you're going to see them in action. So that should be plenty of proof for you. But we're going to go ahead and get all these all ready and then head to the event.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get ready to paint it.
Now you're going to be on Texas Honda Channel.
Right here.
Yeah.
This is his car. So
Oh yeah.
it's pretty sweet.
It is.
Yeah, it just needs a paint job and it'll be like perfect. It's nice. You running this one?
Yeah, I'm running this one.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I want to see what it does.
Yeah.
Well, we're waiting on Michael to get back and then we're heading out.
So Michael, you.
All right, so my brother's gonna be driving the D-Series Turbo Civic. Don't worry, he won't be too rowdy with it. But yep. And we're heading out now, so I'm gonna be taking this and following everyone else.
Sales transportation in North Kansas City, another $100. I'm sitting on 2. Don't tell me. Yeah, I can got $200 up there.
Alright, so after the event, we basically just went back to Michael's house, loaded our stuff up, said our goodbyes, and came back to Texas. I didn't record any of that, but we're back in Texas now, and something really crappy happened on the way here, so let me show you. Okay, so we were in Oklahoma, and we had just hit a huge pothole in the car, and as you know, my car's not slammed. Heck, the front's low, but it's still not like too low to where it's going to rip anything. So we hit the pothole, and it ripped our bumper off. I don't even understand how this is even possible, because half the bumper's still there. This part over here was flapped over like this, and the exhaust was melting it. I don't even get it. Me and my brother didn't hear anything out of the ordinary other than the big pothole. The back tires had actually scraped, which you can see right here on the inner fender. We were going about 75, 80, and just heard this loud crunch noise from the tires rubbing. We didn't think anything of it. So after 400 miles, we had to put more fuel in, because this thing's doing awesome on fuel, by the way. So that's when I noticed the bumper was missing, and it was really early in the morning. I'm just like, whatever, I need to get back home. I hate the roads in Oklahoma. Oklahoma, fix your roads. This is ridiculous. But I don't even understand how this is even possible. But we noticed it, but it's fine. I have to go to Budget Wrench Apart, pay like 35 bucks, get me another bumper cover, and paint match it, which is easy. I had plans of doing that anyways because it was already destroyed on that side, and this just kind of forced my hand, but not a big deal. I'm not too mad about it because it needed done anyways. And for the skeptics out there thinking I hit something, there is literally no damage. This thing just got ripped off, and I still don't even know how. It just makes no sense. Alright, so you're probably wondering what happened on Michael's passes down the track. In one of the passes, he launched it a little too low of an RPM, so it bogged really bad off the line. And then in another one, he had a second gear issue. He has a second gear lockout, so he doesn't accidentally go from a third to a second, because that would be very bad when racing. So he has a second gear lockout. It was activated, so he didn't have it turned off, so when he went to second, it wouldn't go in, so he went to third. So there's just little things like that. That's the whole point of testing and tuning your car. This is a new setup completely, so he doesn't have it all down yet, but he's starting to get it. He's trying to figure out where the good launch is and stuff like that. But on his last pass was actually pretty decent. Ran an 8.1 in the 8th mile, which we don't really do 8th miles, so I'm not sure what that means in a quarter mile, but I'll put it on screen. But it actually ran really good, and he was starting to get it figured out before the track closed. There was a lot of people. This event wasn't very organized, in my opinion. Been to a lot of events, and this one just wasn't that organized. It wasn't a really great event, but they had a lot of nice cars out there, some really fast cars, and it was fun. Me and my brother got to go there and get you guys some content, so hope you guys enjoyed it. We got to finish up on the EG, and huge shout out to Michael. He gave us this JDY 70mm throttle for the K20, K24. So I'll be using that with the intake manifold and head that he gave us. So we'll actually be putting a K24A2 out of an 06 TSX onto the K24 in my car, which will give it about a 20 horsepower jump in power. And then with the intake manifold, that's like another 10 to 15 over the manifold I have. So we should be sitting close to 200 horses once I get that stuff in. Plus, we have a K-tuned vehicle speed sensor adapter. Basically, I'll show you how to install this in a completely separate video. Then we've got the manual element ECU. It's pretty cheap. You can find the CRV ones and the RSX ones, but they're like 200 bucks. This one was like 50 bucks or something. It's pretty cheap. Manual one works just as good on the K24s. So, if you needed to know that. We also got a oil dipstick with the little hole here so you can put the spring so it doesn't come out, so it'll make the valve cover look a little cooler. It's a custom dipstick. But I will have video of all of that coming real soon, and this car as well. We're going to be putting on the cam gears and stuff. So definitely consider subscribing if you haven't. Please hit the like button, drop a comment below, and stay tuned because we will have way more content coming out. I have a couple videos worth of videos to edit, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. But I'll see you guys in the next video. As I like to say, God bless, stay safe, stay awesome.